We're here with Dunk from Sprayway.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Dunk. Dunk, you're going to take us through a few items within the Hydra Dry collection, and starting off with the one you've got. Do you want to tell us a bit more about the fabric?
Yeah, sure. So this is the Dagger jacket that's coming out into stores in the next few weeks' time. So Hydra Dry has been a big part of our range now for the last nearly 40 years, launched in '82. It's one of the first machine tape fabrics out in the marketplace as well, and it's been a real sort of cornerstone of our range over the last sort of 40 years. For Winter 21, we've got a couple of new styles been introduced into the range. We've kind of gone and re-looked at our face fabrics, and one of the big things with Hydra Dry is that it offers that great sort of value for money that you expect from Sprayway.
It's got a nice soft feel to it as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, so we've really about the kind of aesthetics now in terms of its shelf appeal as well. So when it's hanging in store, it's really important for us that we kind of get that consumer over to the peg space and get them to try it on. So this is the Dagger jacket. This retails at £80, so it's our kind of entry price point.
Which is a bargain in the grand scheme of waterproof jackets.
Yeah, definitely. It's very simple in terms of its design. So you've got your two hand pockets. It's a two-layer construction, 75 denier poly Oxford outer face fabric, so really tough and durable. Got a nice kind of matte finish to it as well, so it takes the colour's really nice in the palette for the winter. In terms of inside, it's got our combination of mesh and taffeta lining, so for all-day comfort.
And this will just help to keep it feeling nice and dry.
It will, yeah. So whether you're wearing it kind of during the day on the sort of commute or out on the trail at weekends, you know, you keep it nice and comfortable. And the taffeta, obviously, as well, throughout the sleeves helps with snagging things like watches and etc. when you're wearing it during the day.
I know you mentioned the soft feel, but it's actually a really comfortable jacket to wear. It hangs well on off of your body.
It does, yeah. Slightly shorter length than a lot of our jackets in our range as well, but that's because it's kind of targeted at that kind of all-round use, so through the town and the city and stuff.
And I guess to complement that is the one that I've got on just here, because this has a much longer feel, which for those of us who've been out in the British mountains well, to be honest, this May being a really good example. May, a stereotypically spring month, was one of the wettest on record, and having something a little bit longer is ideal.
So this is probably a little bit more traditional about what Spray is about. So we're a British hill walking brand, so longer length cut is something that we've done on all our jackets. You'll have seen it in the Torridon originally, and it's kind of filtered down from the range from there. It's a 70 denier outer face fabric again. Really nice matte finish to it. 70 denier is really, really tough. It's a two-layer construction. Kind of targeted at people who are trying the outdoors for the first time, maybe doing the D&V. We've extended our size ranges on this jacket to kind of incorporate that as well, in terms of going slightly smaller.
The sizing I noticed on this, so this is a men's medium, it's got a slightly more generous and relaxed fit, hasn't it?
So I think we're definitely less alpine as a brand. We're a bit more traditional in terms of British, like more of a true fit, true British fit is kind of where I pitched ourselves out there. In terms of protection, it's got our hill hood, fully featured.
Put this up now.
Yeah, so it's got a stiffened peak, so adjustment to the front and adjustment to the rear as well. You've got your double stone flap, which is something we do at Sprayway, so we'll signature of ours. We don't kind of cut back on that area. You've got a hidden
I'll open that up in there
as well, so you don't have to undo the jacket to get access to your map or your phone, etc. as well. Similar to the Dagger, it's got the combination of mesh and taffeta lining on the inside as well for all-day comfort, too. Retails at £90, so again, sub £100.
Which again, for a proper mountain jacket, is pretty hard to find, I think, these days.
It is, yeah.
And budget as well is it's something I think a lot of us lose track of, particularly within the outdoor industry, because, well, if we looked at all these trade show reports we're doing, probably the average price of a waterproof jacket, you could come away thinking it's nearer £500, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
And so to have something sub 100 is incredible.
Yeah, that's really good. And it's an area we've always been about, kind of value for money, whether it's our Gore-Tex at the top end with the Torridon and the amount of features you get on there for sort of £300, straight down to sort of some of our entry-level price points.
And I know you've got a sneak peek of something that's coming out, not now, but in a few months' time.
Yeah, so kind of around February next year, this is a new piece for Summer 22, and this is another sort of direction that we're taking Hydra Dry in, and it's a lightweight material. It's 2.5 layer with a printed PU back, but it's got stretch to it. So it's a little bit more fast and light than we traditionally do at Sprayway, but we've seen definitely trends in the marketplace for people who are going out. They've kind of transitioned from the gyms, etc., during lockdown, looking for more kind of sportier pieces, and they're going out kind of pushing themselves, doing trig point, linking up, stuff like that.
And I guess it's people as well who maybe come from either running or cycling backgrounds who just want something that feels a little more active. And actually this longer cut, great though it is for the British hill walker, isn't as suitable maybe for those who are going a little bit faster, a little bit lighter.
Exactly, and for the summer months as well, where you can maybe pack this away in your pack and sort of pull it out when you need it, because the conditions here in the UK are so changeable as we've seen the last few weeks. Again, sort of really simple in terms of design. So we've taken a lot of the sort of features from our soft shell products, so a very simple cuff, semi-elasticated cuff with a sort of scooped front to it as well, so it gives you coverage down over your back of your hand as well. Just a single chest pocket in there too, and again this sort of elastication through the semi-elasticated through the back there too, so it sort of hugs you nicely. And then a very simplified hood again. We win awards for our hoods, so we've got again a stiffened peak, adjustment to the rear, and then this sort of semi-elastication through the side as well, and an amazing matte fabric. Again, it takes the colour so well. That's really
it's got a lovely feel and a nice appearance, hasn't it?
So it kind of got that sort of soft shell feel to it with the sort of qualities for waterproof too. So.
It's interesting because with the 3 in the collection, there's just each one ticks a very slightly different base, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And this is somewhere where we'll see Hydra Dry moving into. We've got some other stuff in development for winter 23 and sort of beyond in this area. So watch this space.
So we've just focused on the men's jackets just there. The women's are also available, and here's the women's equivalent of the one that I've got on.
So you've got the men's Santiago, and this is the women's Atlanta. So
and there's been no scrimping on features, identical feature set, material, and all the rest.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, there's just obviously the fit changes, and also we've done a little bit of work in terms of through the cuts. So we've got some dart into the back as well, and some shaping into the inside too. So yeah, in terms of feature set though, it's exactly the same.
And the price points as well.
Exactly, £90 again. And then this is the women's equivalent of the men's Dagger. It's the women's Marsco. Again, same fabric and feature set as you've seen before. Some aesthetic changes in terms of angling of the pockets and fit and cut. And again, this retails at £80. So.
And there's a colour selection in each of the models that we've featured today as well.
Yeah, there is.
Brilliant. Thanks, Dan.
Okay, cheers.